Hey Bulldogs, let's see what's happening this week on Code Blue Now. Jordan talks about the significance of the Quincy Historical Society, Derek informs us about the new DECA program in the school, and Marco explores Cafe Gelado in Quincy. Now please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for a moment of silence. Thank you.
Hey Bulldogs, I'm John Silpino, here with Deer Patel, and welcome back to another episode of Code Blue Now.
33 seconds.
John, I can't believe we are live on a Thursday. Isn't this insane?
Yes, dear, and tomorrow we have no school because of Veterans Day. Thank you for all our veterans. We honor your service and sacrifice.
Not to mention all the veterans we have here in the school. A big thank you to Principal Tarski, Assistant Principal Mr. K, Miss A, Mr. Espy, Mr. Welch, and Miss Callahan.
Dear, I have a soft spot as big as my dry sense of humor. You know I have that reality checked.
In the talk of reality, let's head over to the announcements.
Yes, dear. Run, Holbrook, run! Today at 4:30, join Holbrook Cross Country for a sunset run on our home course.
You know I'll be there. Please do not forget about parent-teacher conferences next week on November 16th, 5 to 7, and November 17th, 12 to 2 p.m. To sign up, look at the email Principal Tarski sent last week and make sure you click that link.
The Esports Club is canceled for today. The next meeting will be next Thursday, November 16th.
Running the home course for cross country really reminds me of how we ran around Quincy to find a news story.
I know, dear. While we are on this topic, let's give the mic to Jordan for an insight on the Quincy Historical Center.
Massachusetts is often referred as the birthplace of America. From the streets of Boston all the way to Plymouth Harbor, there is no lack in incredible historics. However, there is one place in particular which is steeping in history.
Our museum covers pretty much the entirety of Quincy history, starting with the pre-colonial settlements, so the Native Americans in the area, and then all the way up to more or less the present, to the year 2000 roundabouts.
The Quincy Historical Museum and Library is home to not only the birthplace of John Hancock, but artifacts going back 400 years.
We literally have artifacts, so you can't get much closer of a connection than that. You can literally look at and see belongings that belonged to, John Quincy Adams, two presidents.
Quincy is not only an important city for the country, but also for its people.
Quincy history really ties into very tightly to American history. Of course, you have John Adams, Abigail Adams resided here in Quincy. John Adams was born here. As time goes on, Quincy really does tie into everything. Like I said, the granite industry, that was huge, going all over the country. And then the shipbuilding industry here in Quincy was really tied into the world wars.
This has been Jordan Chaffee reporting.
The Quincy Historical Society is just one way to recognize history, but to honor familial history in Mexican culture, the results are in for Mrs. Thompson's Day of the Dead coloring contest.
Congratulations to Bella Berger, Lucas DeCarli, and Alice Michko. Great drawings and good job to all who competed.
All fall athletes and their families are welcome to join and celebrate the fall athletic season. On November 14th, fill the form Principal Tarski sent out so that the school can plan to better serve you before arrival at 6 p.m.
I've only ever been to one banquet, dear, for winter. I think I'm getting excited about basketball again.
John, I know you are sad about the Milwaukee Bucks, but I'm telling you right now, they are not winning the chip.
I locked them in, dear, before the Drew trade. I need Giannis to start shooting and being more confident in his shot. But hey, at least he ain't Trae Young.
They're getting knocked out in the second round.
This isn't First Take, but I bet there are programs that won't get me kicked out of the second round.
Yes, John. Derek brings more about a business program in the school.
The Distributive Education Clubs of America, more commonly known as DECA, came to HMHS on Monday, October 23rd with exciting news. But what's it all about?
DECA is a business club for grades 8 through 12. You'll be with 700 other kids from District 1. Kids will have a chance to participate in competitions, corporate challenges, school-based enterprise opportunities. There are educational conferences that you can attend. And so really the goal behind DECA is to help develop leaders and prepare students for college and careers after college. DECA has really become sort of the staple for, if you plan to pursue a career in hospitality or marketing or entrepreneurship or fashion, sports marketing, accounting, any of those kind of areas, DECA is really becoming sort of the staple for, get this on your resume, get this on your application, and people will notice.
Hope to expand my knowledge on finances so that it'll be able to help me in my future.
I think I will gain a lot of leadership skills because with this program, leadership is a big important factor in how to grow as a business person and as a regular person in general.
Skills that I think I can learn through going through the DECA program is definitely entrepreneurship and any business-related skills, in addition to just thinking on my feet and knowing what to say, assess a situation, and possible solutions to a problem. I feel like having DECA implemented into the school would definitely give students a more hands-on experience as compared to in the classroom, give them more connections, and just more experience overall.
I think year one, the goal is to generate more awareness, participation, and I guess comfort with the program. And what I mean by that is I think, the students as well as myself are all still kind of learning what the different opportunities are. There are tons of materials that I was sent. There's a lot of different information online. So, we're kind of sifting through where the best opportunities are to participate in, and how each student can kind of find their own niche, because student A and student B may not do the same things in their DECA journey, right?
For such a small school system, Holbrook is very lucky to have a long list of experiential learning opportunities that now includes DECA. We'll see what the future holds for this optimistic group of first-year participants. This has been Derek Fox for Code Blue Now. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Derek. I'm about to take a shot at DECA now.
Me too. The program they have looks D1.
You know what else is D1?
Of course, the musical reveal. Let's take it to Carmen live from the music room and see what the musical will be.
Hey everyone, I'm here live in the studio with Miss Newman for the long-awaited musical reveal. What will the musical be? Take it away, Miss Newman.
All right, so we're gonna do this dance mom style. Starting at the bottom of the pyramid, we've got Dear Evan Hansen. Not gonna be Dear Evan Hansen. Next up, we have You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown. Sorry, it's not gonna be You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown. Okay, next. Everyone. All right, time for the final three. And third. Annie, we got reactions. Annie, third. Second. I feel like there's going to be some explanation, but. I know.
Okay.
I know. I'm sorry. Which means the winner, the musical for the spring is SpongeBob! Yay! SpongeBob!
Okay, everybody quiet. Quiet, guys. Okay.
All right.
So, Miss Newman,
Yes.
why did you pick this musical?
Okay, I picked it for several reasons. There are a ton of characters, and all of these characters are all gender fluid. Anybody can be anyone. So that's the biggest reason. And I know you're gonna want an explanation for Mean Girls. Why not Mean Girls more than why SpongeBob, right? Mean Girls, first, everybody in the entire world is doing Mean Girls right now. Everybody, I'm not kidding. It's everywhere. We're not doing it. I'm sorry. Because they just released a teen version. I get it. We're not doing it. Everybody is doing it. The second reason being is when I think about musicals, I don't think about them this semester, I think about them in the spring. So I have to look at who shows up for the musical during the spring so that I can figure out what I'm going to pick for the next spring. So if I don't have, for example, very many high schoolers that show up, then I can't pick a very high school show. So high schoolers, you gotta turn out for SpongeBob if we want something of this caliber, okay? Auditions are gonna be the first week in December, December 4th, through, we haven't decided yet, but December 4th, that first week. Those are gonna be the auditions. You're gonna need to go to the Theater News Google Classroom for more information, and more information will be posted on this Monday, the 13th of November.
Okay, well, guys, that's it for the big question of what will the musical be. Back to you guys in the studio.
Yes, dear, yes. I got that right after all this time. Thank you, Carmen, and thank you, Miss Newman.
John, I know you were predicting something else. Myself, however, is looking forward to auditioning for the musical. If you want to hear more about it, join the Theater News Classroom for more information.
Come on, dear. Why'd you have to do me out like that?
Alert, alert, a meteorite launching into the Earth. I think we have another report.
You're freaking me out, dear. What's going on?
Houston reporting. I think there's a D1 sports report.
Chuck?
Well, hey guys, welcome back to our sports report. It's SpongeBob. I'm very excited for that. But now for our weekly sports report, of course. So the varsity volleyball team had a great season with a record of 11-9. The varsity soccer teams fought hard as well, but both teams made it into the playoffs, but unfortunately got knocked out in the first round. The boys varsity team ended with a record of 9-8-2, and the girls varsity team finished the season with a record of 7-9-3. Today, our football team will be traveling to Millis High School, hoping to pick up a win despite the loss against Southeastern last week. That's all I got for this sports update. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Chuck. It is nice to know about all the sports around the school, so I can stop being disappointed about the Celtics game last night.
John, I know something that is sure to cheer you up. The Southeastern Technical Institute is holding an exploratory trades evening for high school students on Wednesday, November 29th. It will be held from 6 to 7:30 in the evening.
To remind everyone, Term 2 starts this Monday and student tardies reset. Extra detention hours carry over until they're served, so serve them detentions.
Yo, John, for this weekend, I might want to get some good food and some great coffee.
I just wish Pearl and Lime replied to me, dear. It stinks being left undelivered. I will go back and eat loads of food, though.
Nobody cares about that, John. There are plenty of opportunities to eat somewhere great for splendid experiences, and I think that Marco has something to say with this take.
Hi, I'm Marco Santini, and today we'll be talking about the revitalization of Quincy Center. Today we're at Cafe Gelada.
Oh, I'm the owner for the store. I have two partners, and then I usually stay in the back like a chef. I cook, prepare sandwich, pasta, like that. We opened in 2017, June 2017, almost 6 years. And then we started like ice cream shop, just a cafeteria and gelato, Italian gelato.
In the beginning, we were just a cafeteria. Then we slightly changed and we add stuff like pastry, and then we add some sandwiches and salads, and now we're changing completely.
With the lockdowns of 2020, many small businesses like Cafe Gelada have come up with new ways to keep open.
After the COVID, we need a step up because the business was not like before. People change a lot. Before they went to work, now they're working from home. So we need to step up and serving real food instead of just only coffee.
Well, I've been coming here since they opened. It's a little slow at the center, but I mean, the revitalizing is great to see, especially if you get, you know, the new stores, little businesses popping up. It's good for the city, so.
This is how the vitalization of Quincy Center has changed many small businesses like Cafe Gelada. This has been Margaret Santini reporting from Quincy Center. Back to you in the studio.
I think that'll wrap it up for the show.
Yes, John, but before the show ends, I hope somebody noticed that we are matching.
Don't fear, dear. I bet the audience will notice, just like how they'll also be throwing hate about me, about Milwaukee.
Enough, John. It's time to end the show. I'm Dear Patel.
And I'm John Silipino. We'll see you next Friday.